What's going on, guys? This is TVW slash TheVoltWithin here, and I'm bringing you guys a Halloween special type video for you guys today. And wondering what I'm going to be doing in this video, I am going to basically tell you guys kind of like a scary story of mine that I usually share with my friends sometimes because this actually happened to me. It's no lie, it's a real life kind of thing. And if you don't believe me, then take it as you want, but I'm telling you the truth, and this happened. So this actually happened when I was in high school still. So I was around, I think I was like 16, most likely 16 or 17 years old, and a couple of my friends, they invited me to their house to come hang out. And you know, they're really into like Nerf guns and stuff and like Nerf gun fights. So we're pretty much playing Nerf gun wars against each other. Did like humans versus zombies kind of thing, or just Nerf tag, you know, kind of thing. But my friend, so basically I used to live in Central Valley, California. And for those of you that don't know, Central Valley is known for Farmville, basically. Lots of farm work are done over there. So there's a lot of orange groves and stuff around a lot of places that are over there. And one of my friends happened to live by like a large bush or just a large area of orange groves. So, you know, it was actually happening on Halloween actually when this happened. So, you know, we were hanging out and celebrating Halloween a little bit. Decided to do some Nerf gun zombie fights, and we decided it would be a smart idea to play at night and, you know, split up within the orange groves. So it was like five of us, three of us. It was like two groups of two. And then we like split up solo, which is probably not the smartest thing to do as a kid or like a teenager during that time. So definitely was not the smartest thing to do. And when me and my friend found each other, like we kind of saw a little girl lost, who was just wandering around the orange groves. Now I know what you're thinking, like, oh, little girl, typical like horror story. This was actually real, and the way like it literally happened was it was like a little girl. She had like a polo shirt on, and she kind of had like a formal skirt on, but with like tennis shoes, regular like dirty tennis shoes, and she had like brown hair, and she was very pale looking. And for some reason, you know, we're like, well, who is this girl? Like, did she lose her parents? Did she get lost? And, you know, she turns around to my friend and I, she says, like, I can't find my parents, but like in a very spooky, typical creepy girl voice. So yeah, that was kind of weird. So my friend and I were like, okay, we'll help you find your parents, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, she follows us, and, you know, we're not paying attention. Like, we're just still looking straight. She was behind us. Probably should have had her in front of us, because, you know, the smarter thing would be to have her go in front of us. But for some reason, we decided to go in front of her and her go behind us. So when we did that, like, ironically, my friend and I noticed, like, she was just gone. Like, we didn't even hear her footsteps, like, leave away from our hearing. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just, either I didn't hear, or I was just so, like, the adrenaline of just, like, everything going on with, like, the game and just the situation, I just mentally was not there. And neither was my friend, because we didn't hear her leave us. So when that happened, we ran into our other group of friends finally and told them the situation, that we bumped into this little girl. And they're like, oh, like, for real? Are you serious? And we're like, no, we're not even kidding. And they thought we were playing a joke. Like, you know, and this is like, I think a lot of us can relate to a lot of horror movies where, like, It, for example, like, where the kids say, oh, like, there's this clown, and then the parents and grown-ups don't believe them. Yeah, this is literally like a typical horror movie, like this story. And it's stupid because it's this actually happened, and most horror films I watch, I'm like, yeah, I know what that's like when nobody believes what you saw and stuff. So anyways, so when we got out, and the neighborhood, like literally the orange groves was right by the neighborhood, so we saw, you know, a couple of parents, you know, they're like looking for something or someone. and they saw us and they're like, hey kids, did you happen to see a little girl with brown hair and like, you know, I don't know if she had blue or green eyes. I think it was blue eyes. And we said, yes, we did see a little girl in the orange groves, but we lost her. And when we said we lost her, like, I almost kind of felt bad saying like we lost her, because it's like, I thought the parents would be like, what, you didn't like try to like keep track of her, what's wrong with you? But it was like, oh, okay, weird kind of thing. And so we waited, try to, you know, be nice and kind of help them look for their daughter, because I'm assuming they're looking for someone like that. And you know, they find her finally, but it was not the same girl. Yeah. So that was probably the most weirdest. I don't know what it was. Like I tell my girlfriend about this story, and I tell my friends from college. Even like I didn't tell my dad and my mom about this story until like last year. And it was funny because when I told my dad about this story, he was telling me, oh, well, you do realize this town has like a story, like a legend horror, you know, story, where it's about this mom who lost her daughter because she, like, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, yeah, it's about a mother who lost her daughter because either she got murdered somehow, she got ran over or something. So they say like, oh, this town has a curse of like the little girl wandering around the town. So in my head, when my dad told me this, I'm like, that can't be that story. That can't be what I encountered, right? So maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But I always look back to that story because I was just like, man, that, I don't know how to explain. Like, I don't even know how to explain that to my kids. Like, when I get a kid someday, I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the story I wanted to tell you guys. Maybe it was scary, maybe it was not. Maybe it was just a coincidence kind of thing. But leave it down in the comments down below to let me know if you guys have any horror stories you would like to share or any experiences. You know, I don't really believe in this kind of stuff, like the coincidence, spiritual, like ghost stuff. Like I do and I don't, in a way, because sometimes things can be coincidental. But experience is the best thing I could say to explain these kind of things. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like on this video and comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of my videos. And also, guys, if you can follow my Twitter, because I post stuff on there a lot, and polls where you can vote and dictate what the next video will be. But yeah, guys, this is TheVoltWithin here, guys, and I will see you guys on the next video.